In this video, we will cover how to use slicers to filter Pareto chart data. First, we will review the subtotal function and how it can be used to filter table data. The syntax is to write the word subtotal and then, in parentheses, provide the first argument, which is the function number, and then one or more ranges or references. The function number can be a number from 1 to 11 or 101 to 111. For example, the number 1 or 101 is to calculate average. 3 or 103 is to perform the count A function, and 9 or 109 is to calculate the sum. The difference between the smaller function numbers between 1 and 11 and the larger function numbers between 101 and 111 is that manually hidden rows are ignored when using the higher valued function numbers. However, there is a difference between manually hidden rows and filtered out rows. Rows that are filtered out are always excluded from subtotal calculations, where only manually hidden rows are excluded using the higher value function numbers. This property can be used to create a filter by placing the subtotal formula in a new table column and using function number 3 for count A to leave the number 1 in unfiltered cells and 0 in filtered cells, as demonstrated here. First, we'll create a new column and call it filter, and then use the subtotal function with the number 3 function number for count A, and then fill that down to the end. And then using the equal sign to display the unfiltered data, we can see that when we filter things that do not display, they are treated as 0 when they are filtered. We will now show how the following 9 steps can be used to create a Pareto chart and use slicers to filter that data. Step 1 is to click somewhere on the set of data and push either Ctrl-T or Ctrl-L to put the data in table format. Note, if using Excel Online, only the Ctrl-L shortcut works. Next, we'll add a month column using the EOMONTH formula. The syntax is to put -1 as the month number to get the end of the previous month, and then we'll add 1 to get to the first day of the current month. And then we'll add custom formatting as MMM-YY. Next, we'll add a filter column using the subtotal formula with the function number 3, which represents count A, to return the number 1 for all rows that are unfiltered. Next, we'll add slicers to the table and pick the project name and the month as the filters. Next, we'll use the filter function on a new sheet to reference the project name, failure code, and month columns, and reference the filter column as the inclusion argument. Next, we'll create a summary of the failure counts using the count error formula. Next, we'll copy our slicers over to the summarized data and create named ranges for the failures and the counts. Next, we'll select the data and insert a Pareto chart by clicking on the Insert menu, Recommended Charts, All Charts, Histogram, and then Pareto. Next, we'll replace the selected chart range data with the named ranges to take advantage of the dynamic spilled arrays that we created. This is done by hitting Select Data and then Edit, and then deleting the current range up to the explanation point. The explanation point must remain in order for this to work.